Hey everybody, welcome back to the Locked Up RC Monday night live stream. I am your host, Patrick Norton. Tonight we have the continuation of our SCX10-III build. I also have, I have some parts that I think I may not have shown you guys yet. Some teasers. Show you guys some of that. I think tonight we might get into putting in our motor, our servo, and one of these old FXRs I had lying around. I mean, I wanted to put in a hobby kill, but they've been back ordered, the quick runs, and well, we'll see what happens. I hope you guys will stick around. I think it'll be fun. So what are you guys working on tonight? Let me know. I always like to hear from you guys. Also, I need to know if the sound is good because it's been several weeks since we've done a show. So I've been slacking. Hurt my back. I see Facebook is still giving me this whole, I don't know if you guys can see this over here, but this whole thing. Comment moderation. I must figure out a way to get around you, Facebook. I don't know. Whatever. I hope everybody's doing well. I don't really even remember where we left off. It's been so long since I've worked on this truck. I had a vacation, which was nice, but weird. And then I destroyed my back changing a flat tire, which was awesomely timed. Like I walked out of the grocery store, put my groceries in my Jeep, and walked around and saw the flat tire. It was one of those kind of days. So I think in my frustration of... Does anybody remember where we left off? I mean, I guess I can look at the truck. I think in my frustration of... This is where we are. In my frustration of throwing my spare into the cargo area, I think I just may have gotten a little vigorous, overly vigorous with it. I had talked about this before, what I think I'm going to do for the motor and servo. And again, this truck is going to be kind of just for fun for me. This isn't going to be a serious competition truck or anything like that when I get it done. So this is what I've gone with, partly because I had these parts in stock and I'm not looking to make this truck really fast. Because it's a 2-speed, it's going to end up having some top end anyway, which is fine. But I don't plan on racing this thing. I mean, it's a portaled Axial crawler to me, so I want it to be creepy crawly slow. As for the servo, I have not used one of these myself before, so I thought I'd just give it a go. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Have you guys used these Savox before? It's the 1230s. Steel gear. We'll see what happens. I don't have a receiver set for this yet. We're not done with the truck and we're still a ways off from actually getting it to run, so it's going to be a little while, but let's see. Better in the parking lot than... Oh yeah, no, I've had that happen. I used to work down in South Texas in Laredo, and I'd actually do like a weekly commute from College Station to Laredo, and I got a flat about an hour north of Laredo, maybe 45 minutes north. That wasn't fun. There was like nothing on the side of the highway and I wasn't super familiar with it. So that was one of those good old, well, I'm driving on this for a while kind of deals. But anyway, spare tire, it was all fine. Let's see. Sound is good. Okay. I already said that. So let's see. Where did we leave off? I guess I don't need to get into that yet. We've got the battery tray that I guess we can put in. I'm gonna peek ahead just a bit, even though I don't normally do that. Tonight's show is going to be the utmost professional, not even in the middle of the camera. All my marks are off. Super, super professional show tonight lined up for you guys. I know that's what y'all look for with this show is the production value. I'm going to use some high quality cinematography paired with music. It's going to be like a Quentin Tarantino film in here. Not Pulp Fiction, more like Kill Bill, but that's fine. Let's see. I didn't get the dig servos. I forgot about that. So I'll have to look for that. Look for those. Add those in later. This is talking about adding the speed control, and then we've got wheel wells we can do, motor cover. Yeah, all right. I suspect we're going to get into the motor and speed control tonight. Bag G1, where is that? Bag H. Bag G. Splendid. See, that's G and that's J. So that's all body stuff. I hope I already mentioned I'm gonna do I'm gonna spray paint the body, not on camera. No one has time for that. How do you like the 1230, Dale? I guess I'll figure it out myself, but you know, I had heard good things about them, so I figured I'd give it a shot. We seem to sell a lot of them. Whatever. Let's see. Parts. Still no garbage can up here. I just throw trash on the floor. This is how I lose things. Yeah, I feel like, man, it's been a really long time. So, our little electronics box with a port for the wires. I'm guessing, hoping. Yep, okay, so we've got a little rubber piece in here. So that will help keep everything watertight. I don't know. We'll find out. Velcro strap for the battery. We've also got a seal in here for that box. A whole lot of little screws. I don't know what the springs are for. What are these? So many parts. As you can also see, I'm red. Yeah. In the backyard too much this weekend and forgot sunblock. And it was overcast, so I made the mistake that we all make of thinking, oh, it's not like I'm gonna get burned, it's overcast. Nope, got roasted. Let's see. So we're going to take this part. Let's see if these are the same or different. Everything I can tell, these look the same. Maybe a slight difference in the way these two little holes are, but okay. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. Oh, I need to get my little bin ready. I still have all the parts scattered up here from when we did the wheels. Hope you guys like. Oh, by the way, I did finish all the wheels for anyone that missed out last week. If you didn't get to see these beauties, they are splash anodized. By Bateman's Custom Coatings. Travis Bateman has not paid me to say anything. I'm just saying stuff because, you know, I know a lot of times people see stuff and they're like, yeah, I want that. Well, look up Bateman's Custom Coatings on Facebook. I still think it's the most reasonable price to get something paid. Let's see, Ethan, hey, over here, say good day. So, wait, what? You won't be? Oh, math. Well, math is important, Ethan. You should pay attention to that. School is important. Wish it wasn't. Well, no, I don't know. You know what? Enjoy your time in school and being young, Ethan. Because before you know it, it will be over. It's, you know, it sucks that when you're young, you don't have any money or power, and you can't enjoy life. I mean, no, that's not true. You can. You can't buy yourself the finer things in life unless you are a trust fund baby. Although I feel like the people watching this live stream, probably not a whole lot of trust fund babies among us. I don't know if I've ever actually met. Well, yeah, no, I've met trust fund babies. I've met some nasty people in my life. I've also met some nice people. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. You guys know how this works. I just randomly babble until someone tells me to shut up, or I stab myself with something, or I have to leave the room to go get something that I forgot. Hi, a huge chance of me having forgot something for tonight. Just being honest, putting that out there because I could show you guys. I just dumped my screws in my little cup. Yes, I have a magnetic mat. No, I never really remember to use it. It's, you know, it's funny. I was looking at all the different stuff I have for soldering. And I did the video on how to solder, soldering basics, whatever it was, I don't know. And I think I showed you guys a whole lot of different options of things you can get that will up your soldering game, right? I still find myself pulling out my old stuff instead of using any of the new stuff. So why did I do that? I mean, obviously it wants me to. This is going to be one of those things where I'm going to figure it out after it happens. Oh, these are different. I was not careful to make sure I was using the right ones. Are these just different options? Short battery tray, standard battery tray. Okay, well, I don't have batteries picked out yet. So just so you guys know, I guess these two center plates, let's see, 8 are the same. What is different? I can't hold things tonight. That's gonna be a problem. Is these potential side plates. So that's how you'll get the short and the long tray. So I'm just gonna build them both. Why not? I think most of my batteries will fit on this short tray, but hey, I'll make the long one. You never know when I'm gonna get a ridiculous sized battery to go out for a big long meet. G6, whatever, something. $1212 recently works better. Well, I look forward to educating myself on the 1230 and then trying the 1212. That's fine. I mean, you can always, no, I mean, I guess there's at a point you can't get a stronger servo, but like I said, this truck is just going to be for fun. It's not a competition truck, so I'm not planning on buying a crazy expensive battery for it or anything like that. So the same will go with the servo. These are pretty reasonably priced servos. So let's see what else we got. Keone. Oh no, you're gonna ask me about the wheels that I said I was gonna design like weeks ago, and I still haven't. I feel like a dick. Now it's not family friendly either. Ethan, yeah, I hope you already muted me for math class, because otherwise I'm just gonna be spouting profanity in your math class. That's not good for anybody. Yeah, I do like those command kits. Those are one of my favorite ring options that we have. I guess just because they look different than everything else that we have. Which actually will bring me into one of the teaser things that I'm going to show you guys tonight. A lot of you probably already saw it, because I put up a picture on Facebook and Instagram and wherever else. I don't remember. I think just Facebook and Instagram. It's like we've got Pinterest, but I don't use it. It's it's funny because a lot of times I'll be looking for a picture for I don't know whatever it is, and when I do a search, the Pinterest page will come up, and I'll see these pictures that I have to like log into Pinterest to be able to see. But most of the time I'm not logged into Pinterest, and then I just end up getting irritated with Pinterest. So I feel like I don't use Pinterest because it just bugs me. So, oh, that was a lot of work, I just want to say. So 2 battery trays, whatever. Again, build what you want. We have some other things. Let's see. We can open this bag G2. Like I said, I think I'm going to end up using the shorter tray. I want to make sure I don't lose the stuff that's in there. Garbage on the ground. Boom. Shakalaka. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what's next? Guess probably we'll need that. Probably gonna have to run out of here for like wires and that kind of stuff. Pinterest is for women. Wait, do you mean like to... Okay, hold on. One, I'm happily married. But for the sake of the joke, let me start over. Do you mean like to meet women? Or are there like cute babes on there or something? That kind of meet women thing? Oh no. I did not mean to hit that button. Oh, okay. Woo! Almost ended everything by accident. We wouldn't want that. Okay, let's see. We are going to put our... Oh, we have options. Okay. So I'll share this since you guys are reading along with me. So it looks like you have two options for mounting the battery tray. I think. Or no, okay. So if you... Oh, okay. Hold on. The plot thickens. So when we built the long one versus the short one, right? The short one also got this adapter put on the bottom that I honestly didn't know what it was for, and I did not do a good job of putting the Velcro strap through it. So we'll just pretend like I did that correctly the first time. Maybe I did have it the right way. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. The longer version does not have that, but it looks like the longer version, they're giving you the option of mounting this in your truck back here. I say they're giving you the option. I mean, you know, you do what you want. America! Sorry. You know, I don't know. I have a friend. I've got more than one friend. 4 women to use for finding stuff. Fantastic. That's what I figured you meant. I just like to have fun with things. So, one of my good friends, every time someone says America, he just goes, America! Fuck yeah! From, what was that movie? One of you guys will remember. It was the guys that did South Park. Team America, World Police, was that it? I don't know. It's like he can't help it anymore. It just pops in there. Okay. What am I doing wrong? So I was going to show you guys where I think they're giving us the options to mount the battery, and one of them is back here. I cannot, for the life of me, get this thing to go on there. I was just going to show you guys. I wasn't actually planning on using this for the battery. I mean, do I have to? Yep, okay. It goes on. You just got to kind of make it want to go on. So that's option 1. I'm going to actually pull this out. Maybe I'm going to pull it out. Option 2 is... Well, now I am confused. Why do they have me add this adapter on there? That doesn't even seem like it. Oh, okay. Those 2 holes. So option 2 is like this, right? Yeah. So if you want to have your battery down in the rocker, which would probably mean, you know, you put all your electronics over there on the side. This is probably... Wow, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so used to stuffing batteries up front, but for the sake of following the kit, for the time being, I'm going to put this one here, and I'm going to skip on the rear one. I don't... Yeah, I mean, I tend to make my trucks pretty heavy with the body anyway. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be fun. Run a shorty battery on the side. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. ESC on the back battery tray. Fair enough. No, we are not doing any sensor wires. We don't use them sensor wires here. I guess, actually, yeah, I could still... Actually, that's a good idea, because we're probably going to end up with those servos on the other side, right? Yep. Or will they fit? Okay, so they'll fit down in. One will be there, and one will be there. I still think I can get electronics on the other tray. Well, I'll have to get the receiver over there. I don't have to get the receiver over there, but I am going to use what they sent me. So what was I saying? Things about America? Fuck yeah. one of these days, I will get this truck finished. And then I'm going to drive it. I'm going to break some shit. I'm going to wait to put that screw all the way in until I get the other one in. Just because... Nope, that one lines up perfectly. Okay. Some of the holes on this build have been a little... required some wrangling, some wrestling. Okay, and then this gentleman. Okay, I have to get that back on. Get myself 2 more of these screws. I don't think it's ever actually taken me this long to build a truck. You know, I guess I can make all sorts of excuses, but at the end of the day, I just have been slacking. Like I said, you kind of have to bend and finagle this back plate, at least on mine. It looks like the little cross brace that you put it on, maybe just the slightest bit off. Warped, whatever. Oh, you're gonna fight me, dick. Oh, did I put it backwards? That one. Who's the dick now? Yeah, that's right. Okay, let me make absolutely sure I'm putting this on correctly. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put one side on and then force the other side on. Yeah, you can kind of see, well, maybe you guys won't be able to see it, but these two guys are not exactly parallel. I don't know why. But we will force that plastic to do our bidding. Get in there, screw. I definitely can see myself, if I'm mounting other electronics back here, cutting a lot of this extra crap off. But that will be like phase 4000 after I've completely built the truck and then I decide to try to reduce the weight somewhat. I'm sorry, I know that's not on camera. I'm just forcing stuff to line up. Not the most interesting. I apologize. Okay, so we've got that on. Let me see, what's next? Okay, so these are these servo savers for the dig servos that I still have to track down. So I'm gonna leave them in there because I don't have those servos yet. Let's see, receiver, double-sided tape, receiver box. What do we got? Does that box screw down? Yes, it does. I will screw that box in. I'm gonna get it. I guess that's the smaller screws in here. Yeah. Okay. And it looks like there will be 3 that will also, yeah, bolt it down. Or 3 that bolt it down and then a couple to hold the cover on. Are they different? Am I missing a screw? What am I missing? Let's see, those are for the servo. Shouldn't there be 3 more of these? Interesting. Apparently, I am short 1 screw. Damn. Oh, well, send the whole truck back. Actually, I got a whole nother bag of crap over here. Let's see if there's a spare in here. Nope. Curses. Okay. Let's see if I have one left over from the last time we did stuff. No. Okay, what are these screws? Where are my calipers? You know they're over on my desk where I was leaving. way off center now. Can't do anything right. Wait, actually, you know what? It's going to tell me on there. M2x6 and then M2.5s. So I may have one of those in my box of a million screws. I might not, though. I mean, it's not going to be like earth-shattering end of the world. I can track one down. But, no, I don't have one of those. Curses. Well, I have one, just not right now. But that's fine. I don't need to attach the top right now anyway. Oh, haha! Okay, so I found this other bag with 3 shorter screws that I had overlooked. So let's see what's actually supposed to be holding these bad boys together. This is AXI517. Okay, so they are different. So the 12s are the 6/9s. So the 12s come in from the top, and then the 8s come up from the bottom. So these are 12s. So those come on from the top. Okay, so these are the bottoms. So we will do that first. I was gonna say, man, I've actually done really well. I think I can't remember anything being missing from this kit, which is a good thing. There has not been any spare anything, which can be a scary thing, especially when you just tend to knock stuff off your workbench like I do. But so far so good. And that is my own fault for not remembering that little bag. Try to get this where you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Again, it's not going to be the most interesting thing in the world. It's all dark. Whew. Gonna get a workout in the wrist tonight. Somehow I'm just not doing a good job of keeping this where you guys can see it. Not really anything that none of you would have figured out anyway. So I'm hoping some of the people that have recently gotten some of our unicorn stuff will post up some pictures on our page, because we've actually been sending out some really cool stuff. I did post up a picture to our, I guess, what is that, our banner or whatever. That was one from, was that Brian that sent that? I've had a couple of cool pictures that I've posted, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I don't have a receiver picked out, so I'm not going to touch that stuff. I think some of that can stay. I'm not going to put screws in. Wheel wells. Bag H1. Bag H, whatever. This looks like it could be fun. It's all fun. We're building a giant toy. Right? So my son had a birthday recently, and my parents sent him something they found on Amazon that was a solar robotic kit, whatever thing. And my wife decided she would help him You guys probably can't hear me because of this. My wife decided she would help him put it together. And they started it yesterday, and then at some point they called me down to help them. And it said ages 8 and up. And she was having problems with it. She's like, well, you're the mechanical one. You come figure this out or whatever. So I took one look at it and I said, I don't want to do this. It looks terrible. It was like terrible Legos. I don't know. It wasn't really like terrible Legos. It was really hard to get all that crap to snap together and be straight. And I can't imagine any 8-year-old anywhere that would have had the dexterity and hand strength required to mash these parts together. So I'm glad I was there. Anyway, look out for the things that you buy, because, yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what's next? Where are we? Texas? Check. Okay, wheel wells. These are pretty neatly defined. I'm glad I won't have to like spray paint any Tupperware or anything like that. You know, get some of that foamy padding, none of that stuff. Oh boy, we have come such a long way in scale realism that I think a lot of us just don't even know. I think that is the wrong one. Oh, Patrick. Let's see. M3x6, M3x8. This is an M3x6. Man, I guess you guys can't see that. I didn't want you guys to see that. I'm hiding shit. Let's see. This looks like an M3x6 to me, but I want to make sure. Probably should put it on millimeters. Metric. You know what? Yeah. Okay, so the 6 goes where? You're not going to tell me? Where is this going? Let's see. Is it really not going to show me where the dang screws go? What the frick? What? Oh gosh. That is hard to see. This is like a Where's Waldo? So I'm looking at this, and yeah, there's like glare and whatever. I mean, look where the screw is. It's hidden behind the arrow. Now, you guys can see it now because I've pointed it out, but when I'm just looking at the instructions, it's not a big deal. It's just funny. Oh boy. You're trying to trick me. Make me look like a fool. For a second, I don't see anything for the second screw. I mean, there's got to be one. There doesn't have to be one. I'm assuming that there is one. Ooh. Yeah. Feel the burn. Okay. I'm really going to take a close look this time. Because see, like for these, it shows 2 screws going in. For this one, I see the 1 screw with the 1 hole. We're only using, I don't know, maybe something will become apparent later and it will make more sense. So for now, I'm just going to follow the instructions. Blindly. Let's see. Try to put this where you guys can see me struggling to drive screws in. Oh fun. Let's see. Comments. I've been sucking. Oh, I'm glad you like them, Ben. They are cool. They definitely look like, you know, bloodied sickles or whatever. Nope. Not going to use that arm. It totally blocks your view. Of course, if I do this, I'm basically off the camera, but nobody's looking at me anyway, so a little more. Regrinds, yeah. That's what I thought. Woo! Yeah, you also got some of the colored Trail Ready that I think we reground. I can't remember. Didn't you? I can't remember. Those I also really liked because it, makes the logo pop. If you guys don't know it, for the rings that we sell, you can actually add a service that we call a regrind. So if something's anodized and you want it to have a little bit of a two-tone color, just go look on the website. I don't feel like being all salesy. Anyway, it's cool stuff. Let's see. This one is going to be on this side, I believe. Perhaps. What am I doing? Let's see what's happening here. This is going to go... Well, they're not showing it with the battery tray there, but shouldn't be a big deal. Right? Snap in like this. There we go. Not a problem, not a problem. One screw at a time. Where did my driver go? Is it hiding under the truck? No. Oh, I put it back on my tool holder and didn't realize it. Yeah, Blue Trail Ready regrinds. Yeah, I really like those. Because you get to see the logo and it makes it pop. So this is another one of those times where I wish you guys could like put up pictures, because I didn't take pictures of those, we just sent them. But I guess if anybody goes and looks at the regrind service, they'll see some pictures and that'll give them an idea. How far in are we? Oh, 38 minutes in. Get this other... Actually, you know what? Whatever. We'll take a break when we want to take a break. It's time for... the dad joke of the week. Last week, I was arrested and charged with murder for killing a man with sandpaper. Honestly, I only wanted to rough him up a bit. Yeah. That just happened. I tell myself every week I'm going to add the rim shot sound. I forget, but... whatever. Since we're taking a break, not a break, intermission-ish type moment, right? A lot of you probably saw these on Facebook. I guess I could use this camera. I forget when there's two cameras sometimes. So these are our Full Metal Jacket rings, and this is actually a little bit different than the picture that I posted on Facebook. So there is a center flange with a hub, and basically, I'm just going to throw it on the ground, whatever, trash it. So I don't know where I was going with this. The rings, the flange, the center part, all of that stuff. Lots and lots of hardware, so this looks very busy. And when I posted up the teaser shot of this, everybody was saying, oh my god, that looks like a nightmare to have to assemble and blah, blah, blah. It's really not, though, because look, the 6 screws that I have removed... Do I have a wheel over here? Tell me I do. Yeah. The 6 screws that I have removed, if you know what our easy mount wheels and rings are, you know how this goes, right? So take one of our wheels, which this hasn't been released, so there's teaser number whatever. Maybe some dog hair on there. Just a little. So they just slide in. So when you actually go to assemble this with a tire, there's only 6 screws. So if you need to change the tire, your weights, foams, or whatever, you don't have to take out 96 screws or whatever the hell it is. You just pop this out. Someone had commented also on, yeah, well, how do I tighten my wheel nuts? I guarantee you it's easier than you think. But I'm not going to show you guys. I'm going to wait for this to get closer to production, and then I will show you guys exactly how this works. I think you will all like it a whole lot. That's like a 2-in-1 teaser. What else did I have? Was that it? I guess that's it. Well, no, it's not. A couple of things that I'm hoping to get posted to the site this week. So, as Ben and I were just talking about the Trail Ready regrinds, basically, these are the rings that he has reground. And when we regrind it, we take off the top surface since the logos are etched down in there, it's a really cool effect. So the logos on his rings are still blue, and the rest of the ring, or most of the rest of the ring, I guess, is silver. Same thing with the red. These will be coming soon, quite soon. I'm hoping for this week. Sometimes it takes me a little longer because when I take pictures, there's a big process that goes into it. It's not as simple as just taking a picture, because we have all of the like mounted shots and everything that we have. And then I guess I could show both of these at the same time. These have been really popular recently. Not the colored ones because we haven't released them yet, but our Galaxy rings, we're going to have those in red and blue soon as well. So this concludes our broadcast day. No, I'm kidding. That concludes all of the coming soon to Locked Up RC portion of the show. All of it? Did that? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not making any sense. I think I get hit in the head too much. I do get hit in the head a lot. Haven't said that in a while. Oh boy. Yeah, so I've got a stack of stuff over here. I take pictures down on that end, and I've got a stack of stuff over there I need to take good quality pictures of, get up on the site so that you guys can buy them. I think you'll like them, and so that I can run them. That reminds me, I still need to do some other things. Mount some other wheels. It's not important. I'm just talking to myself now. I've lost my mind. I'm going crazy. That boy crazy. Just digging for screws. I'm going to get this wheel well put on. A little bit at a time. Eventually, this truck will be done. I swear. It's going to get finished. Longest build ever. This is really not going to be interesting for you guys because this is all underneath. And there we go. Maybe you can see it now. Man, I didn't think that was ever going to tighten up. We got it. Okay, I think I remembered to tighten everything that I said I was going to leave loose. Yeah, so these two holes still don't have screws in them. It didn't tell me to put screws in, so maybe something's coming. Oh, is that going to be like the motor cover? So I'm going to have to put the motor cover. Whatever. You guys know what I'm saying, right? Let's see. Let's put our... Following the instructions. That's all that's happening. So we've got some parts and some things and stuff. Let's see. That is an M3 by 12. That seems really long. But I guess it's going through plastic. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if any of you guys ever used to play computer games, but there was a game that used to be called, not used to be called, it's still called, whatever, Command and Conquer. Has anybody played that? They recently, within the last year, maybe the last like couple of months, I can't remember, released a remastered version of it that you can get. And I hate to admit it, I purchased a computer game recently and played it a little bit, and now I have that music stuck in my head. It's making me crazy. It won't go away. It will not stop. Let's see. We've got this assembled. Now we have some, what looks like a big cross brace front. So I'm wondering, I don't know how all of this is going to fit together. I have not messed with any of this. Let's see, our oil fill will be my key. Okay, so that's there. This screws on right there. I'm curious to see, am I going to be able to get the motor put in while I still have all this junk on? 3 by, let's see, 7/8. This is a 14, so that'll be this. I mean, I think I'll still be able to squeeze that in there. I don't know. It's gonna be fun to find out. I didn't see anything that said I have to do one before the other, so I'm hoping that I don't. Oh, okay, so this would explain why we did not put screws in there yet. And I knew something had to go in there. Well, I guess you know what? We're just gonna see what happens. I still think I could, oh, you guys can't even see that. My bad. I still think I could slide a motor in here with this brace on, this cross member, which I guess also is going to hold our body mounts. Yeah. But I don't think. I know I won't be able to do it once I put that on. I don't think it'll go. Maybe a really small motor. I'm going to repurpose one of our Commando winch motors and put it in there. Super low weight build. Oh. Yes, make that noise. Oh gosh. What were you guys saying about get a tap? Oh, hey Darwin. Oh, my night's going just fine. Sorry to hear that yours is not. We are continuing this SCX10-III epic. It shouldn't be epic. It wasn't meant to be. I thought this would go a lot faster. But you know, when I watch the videos, I find that I spend a lot of time looking for parts and going to the other room, getting stuff. It's mostly me. Oh god, that sounds so bad. Man, I may actually get a tap. It just sounds terrible. And it's starting to get tight enough that I'm concerned I'm going to break the plastic. Oh man. I feel like I remember that happening on something else, but I think I fought my way through it and got it in there. I don't remember what it was though. Oh, this one has, nope. See, I was about to say it got all quiet. Then it got really noisy. That is weird. I'm gonna have to go back and mute parts of this. It's terrible sounds that this thing makes. God. Okay, yeah, I'm putting a lot of pressure on there. I'm concerned I'm going to break the screw. So, we're not mounting the body tonight. Somebody remind me, like, next week, because you guys know I'm going to forget to do this later, but I definitely need to go back and tap these two spots. At least that one. It's crazy. It's a very tight hole. Oh, look. Put together the wheels and tires. We already did that. Yeah. We can skip that. Well, we're not going to skip it, but you know. Just saying. We got a leg up. Okay. More stuff to open. And two. Okay, whoa. 2 extra screws. That can't be good. Okay, nope. It's good. That's fine. These 2 little screws that I have left over are what actually hold this part down, which we're not putting on because we don't have the motor yet. So that's going to go in my overflow bucket. So what's wrong with your link kit, Bowen? Tell us all a good horror story. Is everything not parallel and different links? Links, yeah. You know, I'm always drinking out of this thing. Which makes sense because it's a cup, right? Would anybody be interested in a locked up RC Tervis cup? I feel like because we have pets and kids, I am constantly drinking out of these big sippy cups. And sometimes it's water, sometimes it's not. But I looked into doing like a small run of these for diehard people. I didn't know if anybody would actually be interested in one of those. They're like $20. Which seems like a lot, but that thing actually works really, really well. So I love mine. Wheels and tires. I have to figure out, let's see. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Since we're going to be heating up the soldering iron anyway. So after last time, yeah, that makes sense. When I first assembled these, I just cut some slits in the tires because I've done that before and it's been fine. For whatever reason, I don't know if I just didn't make the slits big enough, whatever it is. When I just had slits in these and I'd squeeze them, the tires were like, they were like ceramic coating and they were like self-healing and they were not allowing air to rebound into the tire. So I've decided I'm going to go with my other method of popping holes in a tire, which is what I'm going to show you guys here in a second. I don't remember what's front and what's rear, and that's part of the reason that I'm doing this. Yeah, soldering iron. So, you know, when I'm cutting a slit in the tire, I don't know which camera to use. When I cut a slit in the tire, right, like that, and it's open, and when I squeeze the air out, it pushes out. But when it starts to fill itself back up, it's like the tire was just collapsing on itself, and it basically looked like, you know, my tires were completely squished like this. It was irritating me. So going back to this method. I ended up just kind of gluing the tire. I don't know why I did that, why I glued it back. I guess because I'm anally particular about things. So look, if you haven't done this before, you heat up a soldering iron, prepare for some stinky smell, and all you want to do is you just want to make somewhere in the tread tiny little hole. And I'll need a paper towel, but what you're going to end up doing, and you don't have to use a soldering iron, you could probably drill this out, whatever. Well, a drill, be careful with that, because I think you could definitely cut stuff up. What happened? Did this stop up here? How long ago did that happen? Did my mouse go away? No, there you are. What's happening? My video, like, stopped up on Facebook. Like a long time ago, but now it's current. Whatever. Facebook, you confuse me. What was I talking about? Oh, so basically the goal, if you use a drill, it could, yes, like a check valve. Thank you, Ben. If you use a drill, you could maybe catch part of the tire and like make a big tear in it, which is why I kind of like the soldering iron. Even though it's stinky, I feel like I have pretty good control over it in terms of what size hole it's making. Because you don't need to go super huge with it. You don't want to go super huge with it. Of course, I didn't clean off my soldering iron, so this one is getting some nice bits of metal embedded in there. See, so this is what was happening when the hole's not big enough. It just stays kind of flat. Now it's going back slowly, and you know, you make a couple of holes in this thing. So I usually do one on each side. I'm not going to do all of these because honestly I usually do this down in the garage. I don't really like the stink of burning rubber, but I'm going to put up with it on one tire just because I love you guys. that smells terrible. Go locked up RC number 1. Ah, thanks, man. See, so now it bounces back a little bit faster. Where are my holes? So make this one just a little bit bigger. You can see it smoking. It smells so good in here. I wish I could share this with you guys. If you are going to use a soldering iron, like I'm using, I definitely suggest you do this in a well-ventilated room or outside. That's better. Bounces back. Okay, so this, let me see. I can't remember which. I do have different foams in these. Can't remember what's what. I think these are my fronts. These are my rears. Obviously, it's not super mission critical. What's my opinion for watts for a soldering iron, for motor tabs, etc. on the topic of soldering irons? Well, I want to say this soldering station that I have, is it 60? Is that a number? Yeah, I know it's a number. I don't think the cord is long enough. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, this is 60 watts. So there's never been anything. I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to go to do something with it later. It's going to blow up in my face. With this 60-watt soldering station that I have, I don't think they make it anymore. It's a Circuit Specialists. It's 60 watts. I've never had a problem soldering batteries, whatever. Not batteries, not like tabs, but, you know, plugs, Dean's plugs, that kind of stuff. I've been really happy with it. I don't think you really need anything more than that for most of what we do. Maybe every now and then you'd have some, I mean, if you're using like, you know, 10 gauge or something wire, maybe, I don't know. I still can't see myself needing more than what this one does. I know there are lower wattage things that some people use and don't have a problem with, but leather punch, yeah, very good way to do it, Dorman, for sure. Like, squirrel, sorry, I can't. Me easily distracted? I don't know what you guys are talking about. So if you haven't seen one of these 10-3s yet, and you've been living under rocks, no, I'm kidding. I think I said these were my rears. Yeah. So these use slightly different. So if you remember an SCX10, well, this isn't an SCX10 version, but this is our version. But you know, SCX10s came with these narrow wheel hubs that were flat face, narrow wheel hubs, hex hubs, narrow hexes, jam, narrow wheel hexes, yeah, narrow wheel hexes that have a flat face. And this is not the Axial version. This is our version. It's very similar though. The new Capra and SCX10-III version looks a little different. So it's still got a set, it's still threaded, but it's through threaded. So instead of just a set screw on one side like this has, right, you've got a pin that goes all the way through. Just so you guys are aware, if you go to do something and you need some of these or whatever, that's a thing. Just know about it. I would not say that this is better or worse. I don't know. I will, what I will say, I guess the other difference that I can point out is that, so the old style, you know, you have your pin slot in the back. This one, of course, since it's a pin that just goes all the way through, you don't have a slot in the back, but, and I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see this in there, but maybe. So there is, yeah, I guess you can. The face is kind of stepped in there, right? So when you slide this onto the axle shaft, I didn't even mean to have these parts up here, but this will work. When you slide this onto the axle shaft, even without a pin, this stops, right? Now, if you have a pin, it, you know, it changes where it goes. Hey, get back in focus. But even without the pin, this stops because of that stepped face. Well, right now it's partly the set screw, but let me back that out just here. So, right, this stops on there because of the stepped face. This does not. It'll just slide all the way on. I suspect that, you know, this is going to line up in exactly the same spot. No, actually it goes in a little further. So I think with these wheel hexes, it's going to pull things in. I mean, we're talking like a millimeter. But just know that that's a thing. So if you have a truck and your wheel is a millimeter away from hitting a knuckle or something like that, and you swap to this style wheel hex, you may get some contact. The other thing, I guess, to keep in mind is that with this old setup, you know, you had the nut clamping everything down, and the nut was clamping clamping the hex to the axle, and you know, the hex was actually stopping the nut. Whereas with this style, that's not going to be a thing, I guess. How do I want to put this? The stepped face in this hex was actually providing some lateral support, if you will. Whereas with this new style, all of that weight and all the pressure and everything is going to be on this little pin. So I will not be surprised to see people just trashing these things left and right. We'll see what happens. Anyway, what do we got? Did I miss anything? TS100 soldering iron. I don't have one of those. I don't even know if I know what that looks like off the top of my head. Woo! That was inappropriate, Patrick. Still smells like burnt tires in here, for anyone that was wondering. Of course it does. Why the hell would anyone melt a tire in their office? Whatever. I do these things for you guys. I'm just saying. So, back to what I was... This is why it takes me so long to build a truck. Because I see these things, and I mention them. And I know a lot of you guys already know this stuff. But these videos also go up to YouTube, and hey, there may be some kid out there somewhere that's looking at building this truck that doesn't know these things, and maybe I've just helped them. Or maybe not. Maybe I've just confused the shit out of them. That's fine. That's what they get. No, I don't know. Okay, let's see. More pins. Oh, you know what? We've also got these. I didn't even see that. Haha. So this may actually alleviate what I was just talking about. They have included these little aluminum spacers, which this is reminding me of an Ascender, because they utilized some spacers and stuff like this. I'll be interested to see what the long-term ramifications are. So instead of using this old style, wherever I put it, the old style hex, they're going to have you drop a spacer down on your shaft, and that's going to keep some pressure on the back side of the hex and hopefully eliminate some of the pressure on this little guy. Interesting. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just different. Interesting. It is definitely a tight fit. I don't know. That seems like an extra part to make, though. I don't know. I don't know why that would be better. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a dude. I did not look to see if the stock... Yeah, I'll have to check out to see if the shaft, the end of the shaft is different than on an SCX10, the original ones. You know, they make these little changes sometimes. I don't know why they made this one, but we'll see. I'm sure there was a reason. Whatever. America. Or Australia for Ethan. He can't hear me, but that's fine. Just know, Ethan, that I gave an Australian shout out. I'm not even on camera with this. Such a bad host. Terrible. Okay. Lots and lots of dog hair on here. It's like the dog gets up here. She doesn't. I don't even know how that happens because she doesn't leave her bed. Weirdest dog, man. I had to put down some like weed granules in the backyard. And wait, did I just why did I grab 2 of these? You guys need to watch me. I will put 2 things on there and then I will complain about why it doesn't fit. I'm just saying. I catch myself sometimes as I'm screwing things in, looking at it very seriously. I don't know why. It's not. None of this is serious. I mean, it's definitely serious. This is very, very serious. Where is my other little... There you are. Well, dude. My extended set screw. Oh, almost forgot this thing. At least now maybe you guys will kind of get to see what's happening. You know, as I get a complete truck, I find it harder and harder to actually keep it centered on the camera for whatever reason. I mean, like, that barely even shows up. It's just all black. Which makes it hard to photograph and film. We're getting close. Can feel it. Okay, those are the rears. This is the front. Still got lots of things in here. We got... well, I'm not going to be using the axial hubs, so I don't need to worry about that. Just try to get this off. Booyah! So, eventually, I will put scale hubs on here. +1 for Australia. There we go. Eventually, I will put scale hubs on here, but for now, not. I am just going to put... Oh, that is tight. For now, I'm just going to use the wheel nuts that they sent because how dare you question my authority? No, I don't know. This, at least once I get the wheels and tires on, I will feel like it's closer. It's every screw I've put in, it's gotten closer. Cats are worst. Turn your back for a minute and they try and steal your screws. Yeah, I don't let animals in this room, which is why the hair up here surprises me. Yeah, I don't know. It just gets everywhere. Oh, I was talking about the dog. That's right. Yeah, our dog doesn't even leave her bed. So I had to put some like weed granules in the backyard, and for however many days until it was wet and dried and all that stuff, dog couldn't go in the backyard. So we're having to take her on walks, and it was like she was pissed off. She did not want to go on a walk. I've never had another dog that when you take out the leash would go like, oh. I mean, that's literally the face she was making was just complete disappointment. Like, you're gonna make me go outside. And this was months ago. It wasn't hot or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, she's the sweetest dog ever, but she's just, you know, she's weird. Loves people, doesn't care about any other animals. Unless there's baby birds, then she cares because she likes to eat them. Yeah. And so we got chickens. Oh man, is the pandemic over yet? Can we get back to normal things? Boy. See, there I go, making that serious face again. There's something serious going on. Except I'm seriously not having that on camera. For shame, Patrick. Man, I said I was going to do the motor and stuff tonight, but we're an hour in. Crap. You know what? Let's see. So next time, wash out the body. You know, I have washed, of all the bodies I painted since the beginning of time, I have washed one of them. I've never had a problem with paint sticking to any of them. And I mean, they always come out great. Except the one that I washed. I don't know. So we're going to have a half interior, a whole lot of crap to put on. Oh, there's a freaking radiator with dual puller fans. Nice. Got some good detail in here. We got some running boards. I'm being naughty. I'm looking ahead. I know. Shame, Patrick. Yep, we're close. I can taste it. I know we talked about paint on this truck, and you know, I had said initially I was going to do like this sunburst paint job, like with the trucks that I used to do. But then I had these wheels done. I don't feel like the sunburst paint job is really going to go well with this tricolor thing that I've got going on here. So the truck itself is probably going to either be one of these colors or all of these colors, or no, that's pretty much it. It may be black and blue, or you know, maybe I'll just do silver. I don't know. Silver shows up pretty well in pictures. We will see. So we still did not get to the motor. Damn it. I mean, I guess we can go back and put the servo in. At least that way. No, you know what? We'll see. We're going to do an electronics show next time. I will test these speed controls that I have sitting around. Hopefully one of them works. We'll get those tested. We will get the motor installed. Our pinion is sitting over here. Servo arm is sitting over here. Don't need this. Don't know why I'm telling you guys that. I can turn this off. Yeah, I think we'll do electronics next time. I was gonna do them tonight, but you know what? I didn't. Whew. That's what happens on a live stream, on a live television show. It's not television. I shouldn't chew ice. That's what happens on a live show. Things always take longer than I think. So next time, oh, maybe I can. I don't want to promise that I'll have the dig servos for next time. Maybe. We'll see. I need to get on that like right now and track some down. May have some in the other room. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. What do we got? Let's see. I have a capper, and I noticed on the front portals there isn't a bearing supporting the drive shaft out the axle to the top portal gear. Is that the same situation with the 10-III? I wasn't a fan of the design because it allows a lot more play on the top. Oh, man, I can't remember. Did we put a bearing in there? Yeah. So, I don't know if I'll be... This camera that you guys can see, I'm like holding up the inside of the axle and everything for you to see it. There is a bearing in here out at the C, if that's what you're asking. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Think, which I don't remember that on the Capra. I didn't build our Capra. Jackie built our Capra. Yeah. I'm guessing this is what you're talking about, Ben. So there's definitely a bearing on the 10-III. Let me check the Capra. Maybe they made a change. Let me see. Yeah, we've got a bearing. We've got a bearing on this one. Again, I did not build it. That's going to be really hard for you to see. I suspect, assume, whatever. Maybe you can just see it in there. I don't know. It's blurry. We've got him on this one. I don't know. I didn't build this truck. Jackie did. I don't know why I said that twice. But hey, it is what it is. Doesn't have one retaining it. Mine's an RTR and didn't have one either. Oh, well, ours was a kit. Maybe that's why. I would suspect, guess, whatever, that you could add one. Do I have a... Yeah, I mean, it should be the same. housing and the RTR in the kit. So you should be able to add a bearing. I don't know. I just had that page open. Let's see. That is AXA1221 511-4 bearing. We've got those on the site if you want one. Lots of them. Oh, you managed to add 2 in. Yeah, sure. Well, there you go. Perfect. That, let's see, I think that's all we've got. Thank you everybody for watching. I will be back, if not next week, the following week. Rear doesn't have an upper bearing. I don't know. Well, that's all going to be closed. That would be harder to check really quickly. So next time, I will say, we will start working on the electronics. I'm hopeful to have the dig servo and the 2-speed transmission servo. We'll see what happens. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you next time. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing. Not sure if you want to subscribe yet? Check out one of these videos. Thank you for watching.